on second down. Handoff McKibben has you into the right side. He broke right 40. Charlotte 30. Right numbers. Cuts to his left 20. 15. Broke a tackle to the 10. 5. Angling right. Touchdown. And Burrow. 52-yard burner run. Larry McCammon.
Great to see this football team do the things that we say we were going to do. Okay, that was awesome to see. It was great to get back on that field and play the way we supposed to. We said we were going to dominate, and that's what happened in that ball game. We got one down, fellas. One down, just one down. And we're going to the next. Okay?
Who's out? Who's out? Who's out?
Scenes from a celebration as the Owls kick off 2022 with a decisive 43-13 win over Charlotte. It was a happy 46th birthday for the Haggerty family head football coach Willie Taggart. I'm Frank Fort, and Coach, what a birthday present. Your team delivers a really good performance in all three phases of the game. I can imagine it was a pretty happy evening for the head coach.
It was nice. It was fun. It was a fun football game. It was a well-coached, well-played game by the Owls, and it was good to see. It was good to see the hard work that our guys put in all off-season pay off for our guys. We had a tough training camp, but having that tough training camp paid off for us.
Charlotte scores on the first possession of the game, but your offense responds immediately. Took just 3 plays. Larry McCammon go in the final 52 for the touchdown. That starts a 33-point run for FAU. How important was it to respond immediately, and how did that affect the rest of the game?
Well, that was important for a lot of reasons, because one of the things we talked about as a football team is dealing with adversity. That was something that we didn't do well. When things didn't go our way, we didn't respond well in the past. And that's something we talked about all season as coaches. We tried to put those guys in as many adverse situations as we can. And those guys came through. And so before the game, I told those guys, I know they're going to play well. My thing I want to know is how you're going to respond. And we had this thing that we say, so what, now what? When things don't go our way. And same thing on Saturday when they had a touchdown. It was so what, now what, and offense went back and responded, and I think that set the tone for the football team and said, yeah, we're here.
I think you can say any interception is a timely one, but Justin McKippen with a pick 6 right before the half. First, I thought that kind of took the oxygen out of Charlotte, and secondly, a great moment for a young man who's really battled to win that starting spot in training camp.
Oh, absolutely. Starting in training camp, it started slow for Justin, and then he got injured a little bit, and then he came back, and all of a sudden he just started making play after play in practice. And again, those examples are great for the entire football team to see, because they were there too, and they saw the work that he put in and the plays that he made in practice, and to see him go out and make those plays on Saturday was a testament of his hard work, and I'm glad for him.
I don't think we talked all off-season about your kicker, but Morgan Suarez in that first game, and now he kicked a little bit at the end of last year, but he makes 3 field goals, 2 from 40+. How encouraging was that, given the fact that you really challenged your kickers during the training camp?
Well, I say we went from being concerned to having making our kickers a weapon now. Very, very happy for Morgan, and those kicks he made was very impressive and good for him, good for our football team, and I think you can see that how many guys ran up to Morgan after he made those kicks, how happy they were for him, and I think the entire football team is excited about it.
A lot of things to like on defense. You hold Charlotte to less than 300 yards, just 62 rushing on 2.7 per carry, 2 of 13 on 3rd and 4th downs, 4 sacks, and even beyond that, drew 3 holding penalties on passing play. So there was a lot to like on that side of the ball.
Absolutely. We look at the touchdowns that we gave up. You look at every one of those drives. We had them 3rd and long, and we gave up 3rd and long. And so I know Coach Orlando was disappointed in that we gave up those things. But it was good to see them respond, especially after the first touchdown. Our defense, they had the so what, now what mentality and respond. And it was great to hear TJ after the game say, I'm glad that adverse situation happened to me, out of all people. And but our guys responded from it, and defensively they were playing aggressive, and we love aggressive play, and we went in saying that we want to stop the run, and our guys did a great job.
And the one thing TJ in the locker room afterwards said, that was my responsibility, that first touchdown. And I think it was Chaz Neal that immediately piped up and said, we have your back. And complimentary football. And I thought that was kind of a very cool moment.
Well, I think when you watched the display today, on Saturday, that's what you saw, complimentary football, and that's winning football in all three phases. And our guys played smart, and that was, again, it was great to see our guys go accomplish what we set out to do.
So now you go on the road up to Athens, Ohio, Peden Stadium to face the Ohio Bobcats. Starting at 6 o'clock. Frank Solich, for 15 years, built that program into a Mid-America Conference powerhouse. Tim Albin took over last year, went 3-9. What do you know about this team in the first ever meeting between these two schools?
Well, it's going to be a tough physical ball game. Ohio is known for a tough, physical football program, and they have a lot of returning players from last year. And again, that first year is always tough. I'm sure Coach have a better understanding of what he has, and but it'll be a tough. And we're on the road, so we got to go up there and see if we can do what we did this past Saturday. Is that the message then? Go, let's see what we can do on the road if we can play like we did last Saturday? We have to go play like we did on Saturday. That's our thing, is to continue to play the way that we played on Saturday. Is who we want to be, no matter who we're playing against. And so we got to go and play that way each and every week, whether it's home or away, and but being no different than what we were on Saturday. This is their opener. Now, having played a game, is that an advantage to you? I think you get some kinks out. You always say teams get better from game 1 to game 2. But I think they have some advantages against us too, because they've seen us play. So they have a good understanding of some of the things that we do. But at the end of the day, once the kick off and you play, you make your adjustments, and again, you go play football. I have to say that locker room after that game was as energized as I've seen it in a long time. They gave you the game ball. Did you feel that way? And if so, what do you think that says? Well, I just tell you about our football team, our coach, our guys love being around each other. They're having fun, and they believe in each other, and again, I really, really love this football team, and looking forward to getting ready for this next opponent. All right, good luck on the road. We'll talk to you next week. Thank you very much, and go Owls.
Coming up next, we'll take the pads off and get to know offensive guard Kamar Bell. That's straight ahead on Inside the Owls Burrow. Welcome back to Inside the Owls Burrow. Each week here on the show, we're going to get to know a Florida Atlantic player a little bit better away from the field in a segment we call Pads Off. First up this season, guard Kamar Bell. We're joined this week by offensive guard Kamar Bell out of Moultrie, Georgia. Now, growing up, did you have a favorite NFL team or player?
My favorite NFL player would be Cameron Irvin. He actually played at my high school for a good 4 years, and I got to meet him and stuff when I was younger.
He's a Dallas Cowboys offensive lineman.
Started for the right, he was right tackle, yes sir. He started for them.
Now, did you always play offensive line from when you were a young kid growing up?
No sir, I used to play linebacker, so I kind of gained a lot of weight in my middle school / junior little season right there. I gained like 100 pounds, so then my mom was like, yeah, I just think you need to play offensive line, you know what I mean? You're too big to be trying to run around and try to catch everybody, so I think you're just supposed to get on the line and block some of the big people down there, so I changed my mind to offensive line.
All right, let's get to know Kamar away from the field here in Pads Off. Give me 3 words that describe you.
I would say funny, outgoing, and very kind.
Kind, okay.
Very kind.
Except when you're playing.
Except when I'm playing, you're right.
What is your dream car?
My dream car is an Audi A6. I currently have it already, so.
And what color?
It's silver.
Yeah. Okay, so it stands out.
Stands out, yeah.
This is a Nick Weber-inspired question from when we had him mic'd up during spring ball. And the topic of chicken wings came up, and he's a blue cheese with chicken wings. Some people say ranch. Which side do you fall on there?
Ranch. I've always been a ranch guy. Never been a blue cheese guy. I don't know, it's just something about blue cheese it just don't taste right with nothing, except for salad.
What ice cream flavor describes you best, or what is your favorite ice cream flavor?
My favorite ice cream flavor is pecan. I don't know how that would just describe me, but I love pecan flavored ice cream.
And being from Georgia, that's not a surprise. You're a ghost for 24 hours. Who would you haunt?
Nick Weber. Nick Weber.
You think he'd be scared?
Probably not, but I'll still hunt him though. I'll make him get scared.
After college, you could choose to live anywhere in the world. Where would you relocate to?
To the Bahamas.
Just kick back.
Kick back
On
and
the
relax.
beach.
Every day just relaxing, enjoying.
If you had unlimited funds to build a dream house, what would that house look like, or what would it include?
Well, of course it'll be a mansion 3 times, and then it'll be like basketball courts, football courts, all the sports are gonna be around my house. And if anybody wanna come around, they can just play. None signing up, none of that. Just come around and just play whenever. Like a little fun park.
Pool
That too. Swimming for everybody.
with a slide?
Everything. Diving board,
So it'd be like
floaties.
a Kamar Bell theme park.
That's the name of it.
Okay. Which video game would you like to live in?
I would say this is a shooting game. I would say Call of Duty.
Okay.
I'm a good shooter.
If you could learn to play any musical instrument, what would that be?
I would want to learn how to play the bass guitar. I've been familiar with playing the drums for a long time, and I think it's time for me to move to the bass if I would do any type of instrument other than drums, yeah.
Which teammate would make the best reality show contestant?
Chaz Neal.
Yeah?
Chaz Neal.
So what kind of show would it be? Would it be one of those dating shows? Would it be Survivor? What would it be like?
A general reality talk show. Just get up and just talk about anything going on in the world. And I think that Chaz will have a phenomenal reality show.
All right, last question. What superhero power would you like to have?
I would want to be Flash. I would want to run fast. I've never been able to run fast, like exceptionally fast. I would want to be Flash though, if I could be any superhero.
All right, Kamar, thanks for taking the pads off and being with us.
Yes, sir.
The Owls recruit the entire state of Florida and beyond, but of course it's great to keep talented players at home. Palm Beach, Broward, and Miami-Dade counties form one of the most fertile recruiting areas in the country. This season on Inside the Owls Burrow, we'll be taking a look back at some great moments from hometown Owls. We'll begin with safety Jalen Young and his massive game in 2017 against Marshall.
Locked it over the middle, intercepted at the 40-yard line. It looks right, launches it deep down the right sideline, and it's intercepted. Jalen Young has the hat trick, his 3rd INT of the night. Florida Atlantic is on the verge of bowl eligibility.
Of course, not only did the Owls qualify for a bowl, they won the conference championship and the Boca Raton Bowl. Coming up next, we'll spend a practice with the wide receivers and assistant coach Billy Gonzalez on the mic.
1, 2, explode! That's it.
That's next on Inside the Owls Burrow. Inside the Owls Burrow is brought to you in part by Baptist Health Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, the official orthopedics and sports medicine provider of FAU Athletics, and by Florida Atlantic University, MBA in Sport Management. Glad you're with us this week on Inside the Owls Burrow. I'm Frank Fort. Florida Atlantic has a new wide receivers coach this season in Billy Gonzalez. He has extensive coaching experience, including 11 seasons in the Southeastern Conference. Here's what it sounds like on the field with Coach Gonzalez and the Owl wide receivers.
Today, ball security for the receivers. You guys will be with Coach Pimpleton. Stuck, it don't move. I got Velcro, I'm not doing this. It's stuck right here. Point of the ball comes across, pointed up, wrist above elbow, the point of the ball across my chin. Get that ball quick, get out. Good, nice grab, there we go. Dip up underneath, left hand dip. Dip release, dip release, dip release, good. Hide that left shoulder. Eye level or higher outside shoulder. BJ, don't drift. Stay on that line. All place it. That's excellent right there, Jamal. Karaoke break. Break that ground. Break that ground. That's it. Nice. Reach. Hit. Good. Break that ground. Get out. Break that ground. Get out. Reach for the ball. BJ, break the ground. Don't just turn over. Get my hands up as quick as I can. Body on the body. Good. Get him up. Nice, BJ. Good. Quick feet. Get around. Good. Get around. Really good. Don't get it going in here together. Don't let me beat you. You got me. Let's roll. Lean on him, lean on him, lean on him. Really good. Lean, lean, lean. Hands. Good. Drop the pad level, speed out of it. Drop the pad level, speed out of it. Good, 8-2. That's it, Jaquan. Go mini dig. Here we go, it's just a mini dig. Feel yourself when you hopped again. Guess what you did? Yep, keep that thing tight. Good, explode, explode. Here we go. Make someone miss, baby. Good, explode. There we go. I'll take that pose. Too quick, too quick, too quick. Hey, you made your break at 4. Get my depth to 6. Set, hit. Break down, break down. 1, 2. Go get him, go get him. Beautiful. Hit. Drop. 1, 2. Good, drive. We're gonna go blue. Blue will be up next. Blue will be back up. Blue will be back up. Hey, Tony, get that ball out here where it's away from my body. Vertical through me. Vertical. Now you've got time and distance and space. Zone, 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 zone. Sit. Nice, nice, nice. Stock seam. I've got somebody on smoke or on spot to kick out up the go route. You've got that. Does that make sense? You got it. You got it. What do you got?
Slide out on me. Slide out on 3. 1, 2, 3. Slide out.
At Owl home games this season, you'll see the intro video played on the scoreboard. This year, it was shot at the beach, and here's how it was done.
Turn up, man, let's go!
Straight ahead, the story of Eddie Williams and his steady rise from special teams ace to starting inside linebacker. That's coming up next on Inside the Owls Burrow.
I'm gonna just keep pushing and working every single day because my team gonna work for me, so I'm gonna do the same for them. But I can't even take all the credit. Y'all see the offensive line and how they've been working all summer and spring into now, and what they showed on that field, you will see.
Welcome back to Inside the Owls Burrow. From the time he was a freshman, Eddie Williams excelled on special teams. He started the final 4 games of the 2021 season at inside linebacker, and he held down that starting spot all throughout training camp. And let's just say Eddie plays bigger than he is.
Here's the punt, and it's blocked! He got blocked to the 15! There's a race for to the 7! Scooped up into the end zone! Touchdown at Bingo! Special teams touchdown!
When you played special teams, it was almost a ritual that if FAU was kicking off to start the game, you would make the tackle.
Yeah, definitely.
Did you kind of feel that way?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I was like, that was the only play I could get in, and I just gave it my all every time. So.
Was that kind of your way to get on the field, is excelling on special teams? I don't know how much you did it, if at all, in high school.
In college, like, that was the only time to get in, so it was always 100%, 110%.
You've seen your playing time increase. You're running as a first-team inside linebacker. Do you look at it as you've kind of paid your dues on special teams as a rotational linebacker, but now it's kind of your time? Is that the way you're looking at it?
Nah, I don't look at it. I just work. I just come in and work every day. And when you work, you get stuff handed to you. Or not handed to you, but you earned it. I earned it.
And now that you've reached that point, what's kind of the next step?
I'm gonna just keep going hard, keep doing me, and just be me, have a why.
Now you're not a 235-pound linebacker, so as an inside linebacker, so what skills or attributes do you have to depend on to get the job done?
Speed, like opening up your, like what you wanna do. I ain't gonna hit these big guys every time. I'm gonna move around and make the play. Like stuff like that. Like maneuver, like use my advantage, like use my speed to advantage.
But you do like to hit ball carriers.
Love to hit. I love to hit. I play like I'm 240, but I ain't 240.
Well, he's very quick, and I think in terms of a person, he is extremely bright. I mean, he's one of the brightest guys that I've ever coached, to be honest with you, and I've seen some guys. He's a sponge, he's a one-rep guy. He can go in a meeting room, you can teach him something one time and he gets it. He's extremely, extremely smart kid. So that's what helps him the most, because he can anticipate. And anticipation, man, he's quick as a cat, and he knows how to finish plays, and that's stuff you can't coach.
Eddie's been phenomenal this entire offseason. You know, I've been really impressed with his growth, his development, and the way he's performing on the football field, the way he's doing things off the field. You know, he's just pretty much like a lot of them. They're growing up. You know, it was puppies, and they're starting to grow up big time players.
Your high school coach called you the best player he ever coached. So obviously you've got skills. But at this level, does it go beyond physical skills?
Oh yeah, definitely. I learned a lot of football in college like I didn't even know about. So that really bettered me as a player. And yeah, it's way more than just lining up and going. Like, you gotta know what you're doing. Like, you gotta know what the guy next to you doing. And it's like more than that.
Coming off last season, everybody was disappointed in the way it finished up. So how does that motivate you or push you to be better as a group this year?
We didn't want to feel like how we felt last year, so we all really came together and like, let's change. Like, this got to change now. So that's what we're gonna do.
Thanks for watching. I'm Frank Fort. We'll see you next week on Inside the Owls Burrow.
This has been an exclusive presentation from Learfield.